Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Summer School. Today, we are here with a really fun guest and a little different than the norm. We have Joshua Mannila from Portland, Oregon. His style, super cinematic, kind of moody, and very interesting. And I'm so excited for this conversation. But before we dive in, I just want to shout out our sponsor of this podcast, Narrative. Narrative is a AI editing and culling software. Specifically in the culling department, I think it is absolutely game changing. If you're like culling in Lightroom or Photo Mechanic, I actually don't know why. The features inside of this are so just they make culling so simple. The interface is great, and when it comes down to being scared of like AI, it is AI assisted, so it's not doing it for you. You still have all of the creative control, but it's helping you move a lot quicker with its advanced features like close up face panels, helping you see, is it in focus? Are people's eyes closed? Truly, the features are game changing. So if you haven't tried it, check the show notes, check the description wherever you are, and go ahead and try it out today. It's amazing. And if you want to edit like me, I also have my AI preset inside of there, which you can totally test out and toss your images straight from that software straight into Lightroom. But Josh, I am so excited. This is going to
Me
be so fun.
too.
I have been begging Joshua to come on the podcast for, oh my gosh, I don't know, probably like at least 9 months now.
I don't know. I mean, I think it was when I was in California over the summer. You were
Mm,
like, you
I'm
wanted me
like,
to go
dude,
on,
come
but I
pull
don't think
through.
yeah, like I think we just both had such like a busy time that it
Honestly,
never
so true.
happened. And I'm super glad we're like doing it now. Like, this is so exciting.
And now we're not even that far away from each other, which will be
I
even more
know.
fun.
You're like, what,
But
an hour and a half from me now? 2 hours
yeah, not bad.
ish?
I feel like Portland, I don't know. I feel like when you live south of Seattle, you kind of live in Seattle and Portland when it comes to where you're
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
But man, I'm so stoked. Joshua has a super unique style. And I feel like, especially within the portrait world, I honestly don't feel as though we see styles like yours that often. I know that you and
Thank
I might
you.
agree that, cinematic is kind of popular and lots of people are
Hmm.
doing it. But I also feel like you were one of the first within that extreme wave, at least from my opinion. Like watching your reels take off, it was pretty early in that wave. So I'd
Thank
love to
you.
know like a little bit of your backstory, like
Yeah.
what led to this, what got you into the style that you're in now. And if you're pivoting, you can totally like tell us everything. But I just want to
Yes.
know how this all started for you and tell everyone kind of what I even mean by that, because I love hearing it more so from your words than from mine, because I feel like
Hmm.
everyone describes their work differently. But yeah,
Hmm.
give us a little backstory on Joshua.
My gosh. I started my photography journey, like I guess professionally, when I was in high school.
Hmm.
Um and yeah, I just started doing like senior photos and stuff for kids at my school. But I think I always knew that like I didn't want to shoot like everyone else. And so I didn't like I was more so just doing senior photos to like portfolio build and make money and stuff. But that wasn't truly like my calling. I think I've always just known I've wanted to create art with photography and have like feeling and emotion through the
Mm.
photos rather than just like static portraits in a field, which is like fine, but like that's not what fuels my vibe, I guess. um, and so, yeah, I think I just wanted to stand out in my town a little bit amongst photographers. And I just started planning like more creative concepts and just things that weren't so like ordinary, I guess. And yeah, I think it's kind of just evolved over time into my current style. I actually didn't used to do couples. Like I think I was just nervous too. And so like as like probably the last year or so, I've started doing couples more. Now it's like my favorite thing in the world.
Okay,
Um,
fun.
but yeah, I definitely am inspired by like movies, and music videos is a big one for me, just music in general. Um, yeah, I don't know, I love the colors of movies. I love just like I don't know, like a love confession in the rain or something with like dramatic
Mm.
violins in the back. Like that is like so my vibe. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I've dropped out of college to do this.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I just love photography. I'm trying to think like how can I like you all about me.
What is one of your favorite things that you had shot when you were first starting that made you think, okay, no, I love this more creative portraiture like a lot more?
Oh my gosh. Um, oh my gosh. I'm like trying to think of like little high school me.
I'm
Like,
like, there
what was I
has to be
shooting?
some specific shoot where you're like, yeah, this is good. This is where I'm going.
I mean, I actually don't know if I have a specific one because
Mm,
like I think I've always kind of just like had the vision, I guess. Not that sounds like
mm.
so bad, but like oh, I had the vision. Like I I think from day one when I started photography, I always just followed like those bigger Instagram photographers. So like that was already my inspo.
Mm.
And so I think I just already wanted to start trying to do creative things like that. I'm trying to think like oh my gosh, I
Ooh,
literally
on
have
that note, was there anyone specifically that really inspired you when you first started?
yes, Jessica Cabesi,
Okay,
number 1. Do you
yes.
know her? Yeah,
I
she
used
I
to
used
watch her YouTube.
yeah, I still do. I like still do. I
Oh,
will like
so
go back and
fun.
watch the like 4 photographers shoot 1 model, and those were like 8 years ago now, but I
Mhm.
still will just like watch them. Definitely Jessica Cabesi. I mean, Brandon Wolfel for sure. When I was in like middle school, I'm like, I need a prism and I need fairy lights. And
I
I
love
bought a
that you were
prism and I
taking
bought fairy
photos in
lights.
middle school, though. I
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
yeah. I think I started actually when I was in 8th grade.
Wow.
Um, well, I started photography when I was actually in 4th grade. um, but I like got like my first DSLR when I was in 8th grade. Um, so definitely Brandon Wolfel, Jessica Cabesi, Derek Fresky. His
I don't
stuff
know
is
that one.
insane. He lives in LA and he does like super creative like he loves color, like it's very just like bold color. It's
Mm,
super like editorial, like you would see it on a magazine.
mm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think now it's crazy because I feel like my style and my inspo has changed so much over the years because I feel like those 3 photographers are very just like bold. Um, I mean, we love Esther's canon. We love Esther all day. Um, but yeah, I mean, I have so many inspirations. I'm trying to remember all of them.
No, I kind of love. I feel like it's so fun to hear, especially who inspired people when they were first starting, because it's always sometimes it's like super random. Like I remember
Mhm,
that I used to do a good bit of like double exposures and
mhm.
weird editorial stuff, and I learned how to do my first double exposure from Eric Floberg because also
Yeah.
YouTube era, and there
Mhm,
just wasn't that many people on YouTube. It was like Jessica, Eric,
mhm.
even Jessica Whitaker was on
Yeah, Jessica
YouTube back
Whitaker,
then.
yes.
I there's not really, I don't know, maybe there are and I just don't know about them, but I feel like there's not really those like classic YouTube like
Yeah.
edu- educators. I don't know what you'd call them, but like
Yeah.
yeah, YouTubers. It was such a thing back then. I
I
mean,
miss
I
that
think I'm in
era.
that era that you were in. Like I watched some of those people. I also watched a lot of like film bros.
Uh-huh.
Like oh my gosh, I think Willem and
Yes.
uh
Yeah.
man, there was at least like five. I think like rainy days or negative
Mhm.
feedback or whatever. I watched a lot of the like YouTube bros on the film bros on YouTube. That was
Yeah.
like definitely my little guilty pleasure, and it felt so strange because I don't think there was a lot of people. I didn't meet a lot of especially women that were like watching the little film boys, but it was a good time. I kind of miss the
Mhm.
classic YouTuber. Maybe that'll come back this year as people are like kind of
I, like,
getting
want it to all
over
come
TikTok and
back.
stuff. Yeah, I would be so down. But it's so much work. I can't imagine. I would love to do little mini YouTube series, but I'm like
Yeah.
the editing on that is so intense.
Yeah. I know, I, like, kinda do YouTube a little bit. I was doing it a lot last year just because I think everyone growing up wanted to be, like, a YouTuber.
Mhm.
That I was like, "Wait, like, I should totally do this," and also I've heard the money from YouTube is great, and I'm like,
Yes.
"Let me get my bag." Um, but then I just, like, forgot to film videos because when I went to California for the month over the summer, I just got so busy that I didn't have time to, like, do all my shoots, drive
Mm.
around, edit stuff. It was just I fell out of my routine,
Mm.
but I wanna bring it back this year and just it's, like, fun. It's fun to just, like, vlog a little video.
Mhm. Maybe I should do it too. I have little
It is
mics now and
fun.
I could connect them to a camera. I just need a small camera. I don't want to be bringing my big like R5 like down the
Mhm.
streets like vlogging. I need a
Right.
little vlogging camera.
I have a G7X,
And it
and
takes
I,
good
like
vlogs.
yeah, like, the screen, like pops up, I guess,
Mm.
but I it fell off of a rock, and so now the screen doesn't really work, but the camera still
Its camera
functions.
still works.
Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
already have a good setup here. Like, I'm looking like I would totally like if you were filming like an educational video right now, I would be
Welcome to my
tuned in with
YouTube,
like my
guys.
bowl of like Doritos or something just watching.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love that. Thank you. I'm gonna do it now. Okay,
Do
you
it.
heard it here, folks.
Mhm.
If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, maybe I'm gonna actually put out videos on YouTube too. We'll see.
Please. Oh my gosh.
Oh
Do it.
man. What was there anything specifically that drew you to the slightly like cinematic kind of like moody style, or was it something you specifically tried and you were like, oh shoot, like people love this. Like this is really
Um,
fun.
I mean, I think living in the Pacific Northwest helps with the moody style for sure. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally cloudy right now.
It's actually kind of
Um,
sunny where I am, which is
oh,
great.
maybe I'll head up to Tacoma today then. But,
Yes.
yeah, it's cloudy here right now. It's cloudy all the time, rainy and sad. But so in the Pacific Northwest, we obviously have those really pretty greens, those really pretty blues. Like, you go to the Oregon coast, and it's just, like,
Mm-hmm.
a perfect mix of all of it.
Beautiful.
So, although I didn't grow up in Portland, no, I grew up in Bend, so we had
Mm.
more of like that dry desert vibe. But definitely, I think since coming to Portland, it's just more moody here. But I
Mm.
also think like when I scroll on like Pinterest and there's like a really dramatic like black and white photo, like there's something about moody photos that just like evoke this like
Mm.
feeling of like I don't even know, like just a different emotion than just like pure just happiness or joy, like just this like deeper poetic thing. So I don't know. I think I've just been more inspired by like I just don't want all my photos to feel like cookie cutter, happy, smiley, every day is amazing.
Mhm.
Um, I think there's just like more deeper feeling you can get out of like I want to pretend like I'm filming a movie or something when I'm like taking photos. Or I'm
Mhm.
like listening to like some really sad song or something. I don't know. Yeah.
I actually no, I literally used to listen to depressing music, like, on the way to shoots on purpose. I was like, "I
Yeah.
need to get in the zone," and the
Yeah,
zone
like
is
Lana
not,
Del
like,
Rey or
super
something,
high
right?
energy. The zone is, "Let's get in our feels."
Mhm, mhm. No, for
Oh.
sure. Or, like, when I edit, I'll, like, listen to that music again because it, like, keeps me in the mood while I edit, so
Mm.
the vibes are just there.
How do you feel like I know that social media played a big part in your journey. How do you feel like social media kind of played a part in also this style? Because I feel like you blew up pretty fast, at least from my eyes watching. Like when I found you, I was like, holy shoot, this guy is huge now. This is crazy. And honestly, a more moody style is kind of hard in the portrait world. But given
Mhm,
social media, that's probably how you've seen a lot of your success, like in business and stuff. How
mhm.
did that social media journey kinda start for you?
Um, I mean, I was just posting on Instagram throughout high school, just, like, regular portraits and stuff that I would take, but I really think well, when I was 17, I was going between Oregon and California every 2 weeks for stuff, and so I would,
Mm.
like, work with, like, influencers and stuff, like, in LA. This was,
17.
like
Did you
yeah,
drop out of
at
high school
17.
too?
So this would have been I'm 21 now, so this would have been my sophomore year right after no, this would have been more in my junior year, right after COVID, started, then things kind of started to, like, open up again a little bit.
Mm.
Because COVID started when I was a sophomore,
Wow.
so when I was, like, a junior, like, that weird in between time. I was going down to LA all the time for stuff and doing the whole influencer thing, and I think that really helped me, like, get followers and stuff. Um, but then when, like, Reels were introduced, which I think was around that time, like, I feel like that was around the time, I
Mhm.
posted a lot of Reels, and I actually remember my very first video was, I'm a 17-year-old photographer, and these are some of my favorite photos. Like, it was so simple,
Mm.
and I gained 6,000 new followers that week.
Wow.
And so I think that got me to, like, my first 10K. And then I think I just kind of became, like, addicted because, like,
You're like, "I
I
gotta keep
just
going."
I just saw how fast I could grow in the span of a week, and so Reels and TikTok, have been my 2 biggest, like, driving forces for growth, I think.
Mm.
Um, I posted a few videos last year that went, like, mega viral, like, one had, like, 20 million views on it.
Wow.
SZA actually liked the video, like, I was scrolling through my
Crazy.
notifications, said SZA liked your video. I was like, "Oh, hey girl, it's like nice to see you." Like Disney commented on one of my videos, like Definitely reels have been the biggest thing. Like my biggest reel, I think I got like 30,000 new followers in a week from it.
I had a
Crazy.
moment like that, but it was like 2, 3 years ago, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've retired from the influencing, but similar
Like it's
story.
crazy though. Like when it happened, it like
Yeah.
literally feels like life changing.
No,
Like I had
my
a
life changed overnight. I think I grew
yeah.
over 30 or 40,000 followers overnight one
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
even some of my friends were like, "Oh, this can't be real." And I'm like, "No, this
Mhm.
is literally real. Like I can show you the real insights like
Mhm.
from the real."
It's
And it
insane.
was just crazy. I never ever would have expected that. And the funny part
Yeah.
was it was like photos that aren't even anything like really what I do, which was maybe bad in
That's
some
always how it
ways. That's
is.
how I blew
Yeah.
up. I'm like, I don't even really shoot like this, you guys.
Yeah.
But it was like photos that we took for my husband's album cover, and I
Mhm.
post like a BTS,
Mhm.
and I've had friends who are like, "Well, I've had things go viral and that never happened to me." And I'm like, "I think it was because it was kind of the process. It was like BTS and people were like, "Oh, we would want to see how she does more things like this."
Yeah. No,
It
that makes
wasn't just
total
like a
sense.
funny video. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah.
had that experience where you have something go pretty viral and you don't really see any following, but then you have something else
Mhm.
go really viral and it's like, "Whoa, like huge spike."
Yeah, I think I've kind of noticed, like it's literally so crazy, like, the types of videos definitely can impact, like, how many followers and stuff I think you get, like, trying to think, like, I've done videos my most viral videos have been, like, watch me turn my friends into models, and literally my friends
Mm.
literally are all models anyways because 'cause they're all good looking. Um, but, like, um, I'll, like, post a picture of, like, a photo I didn't take of them, so I'll just, like, stalk their Instagram and screenshot a random selfie of them, and then put it with a photo I took of them, and then
Mm.
people are like, my friends have blown up from this before, like, my one of my best
Whoa.
friends, she I think she had like 3,000 followers before we started shooting regularly. Now she has like 15,000 followers. And so
Wow.
like most of those have been from her just being tagged in my stuff. And it's just like it's just crazy like how stuff like that happens. Or I'll get like a ton of emails and DMs from those viral videos. And it's so hard to keep up with, but it feels super cool too. Like
They're
I
like,
got like
"Make me
500 emails a
look
day
good."
once from a video and I just wanted to curl up into a ball.
Yeah,
But
that would actually terrify me, I think. I
oh
think the
yeah.
following spike, okay. If I got 500 emails, I think it'd be like, while it's a good problem, oh, that would be
Oh
kind of
yeah.
overwhelming
It
and probably
stressed me
kind of
out.
terrifying. Yeah, yeah, you need a
It
manager at
yeah.
that point.
No, I know, and, like, I feel like I don't know, I get kinda crazy because like, it's always in the back of my head of, like, I have all of these emails from a year ago that I have never responded to, and so that just, like, haunts me every single day because I'll be, like, posting, like, "Booking for this month," and then I'm like, "Wait,
Did
I
I ever
have"
even respond to those
yeah,
500
and I
people?
feel so bad, like, I feel so bad, and I do try to get back to as many people as I can, but sometimes, like, people just go unanswered, and I feel so bad because it's so hard to keep up with because it's just me doing
Mm,
all of this, like, I feel like a lot of my
mm,
photographer friends have, like, an assistant or something or someone to help them do this and that. I'm like, "Guys, like, literally, it's me doing emails, comments, posting, making the videos, doing the shoots,
mhm,
editing the videos, editing a YouTube video." Like, it's
mhm.
just everything, and so it's just I feel bad sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time. I feel bad all the time.
I also feel like in a sense though, social media is definitely the thing that probably helped you build a real career off this style though, because
Uh-huh,
the style in and of itself is so unique that
uh-huh.
with I can't imagine, I don't know, have you pursued marketing in ways that isn't social media or has social media basically provided the whole landscape of your career so far?
Wait, that whole part just cut out. I'm so
Oh, that's
sorry.
fine. Basically, have you pursued marketing in ways that aren't social media, or has social media
It's
basically
still cutting
provided your
out.
whole Oh, can you
I
hear me
don't know what's
now?
going on. Yes. Okay, wait, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, that
Well,
was so annoying.
no, you're
I'm like, "Sorry, I
good.
can't hear you."
No, basically what I was asking was, have you pursued marketing in ways that isn't social media, or has social media basically been the thing that has been the catalyst of your entire career? Like, have you pursued marketing in ways that aren't that, or is it genuinely like, yeah, social media is the thing that is sustaining my entire endeavors
Yeah.
right now?
Definitely social media is the biggest one.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I think the only way, like, I would have pursued marketing that wasn't through social media would have been in high school. Like, I think there was, like, an article about me in, like, the school paper or something.
Mm.
So, like, that wasn't, like, a crazy thing. Like, I don't even think I probably got a single person off of that.
Mm.
Or the local news did a video on me when I was a senior in
Oh.
high school, freshman in college. Um, and so I remember I watched that on the TV, this like little interview on me, and I got a bunch of local followers from that and a bunch of local inquiries for that. So that definitely helped, but definitely most of it is like me spamming my Instagram with 10 reels a day and
Mhm.
like just posting the same video every single day and the same 3 photos that I love so much and everyone eats it up every single time. But yeah, definitely social media for sure.
Wait, I actually love to hit on that. Do you actually post the same videos or similar photos, like, multiple times? Because I think for a lot of people listening, they're probably like, "Oh, I've already made that reel. What do I do now?
Right.
It did well, but I can't share it again." Do you
Yeah.
actually share them again?
I was actually just talking about this. So I don't like literally reshare the same exact video. Like I don't just save it to
Mm.
my camera roll and post it again. Every video I do, I've like freshly made again. Like I'll remake it, but I'm not just gonna
Mm.
post it again. Um, but I think they all follow a very similar format because a lot of the time it literally is POV, blah, 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 with like a behind the scenes of the shoot or something. Then it's a black screen that says the photos. And then it's 10 to 20 of the photos. And a lot of the time I just do kind of my photo shoots in general. And so I
Mm.
actually have a folder, like my favorites folder, I think, where it's just like my favorite photos. And so I tend to just choose the 10 to 20 of mine that have had the most success on social media because those will be most
Mm.
recognizable and clearly people liked them. And then I'll put them in an order to where it's like, I usually do the collages because those just look like movie scenes or
Mhm.
whatever. So I'll do like, okay, this one's mostly blue right here, and then this one is mostly like warm tone. So I'll try to like color contrast it throughout the video so it's more like visually like appealing. Um, but yeah, I feel like a lot of my videos follow the same format. So it's not literally the same video, but I was talking about this the other day because I was telling people I'm like if these are your best photos and if you're proud of them, don't ever stop posting them. Like honestly,
Mm.
make people annoyed of seeing your work because social media is designed to reach new markets every single day.
Yeah.
And I get people all the time that are like, "Oh my gosh, these are insane. I've never even seen these before." But it's from a
Mm.
post that got 500,000 likes. So it's like clearly people have seen them, but still people haven't seen them. So just literally like I just think social media is hard because it is tedious and you know, I've just made it a habit to just create a video every single day. Um even it's similar to something else I've posted, but it still reaches new audiences and I still get inquiries from it. And yeah, it's usually the same photos most of the time. I try to switch it up, but it's mostly the same-ish photos.
Mm. Do you actually still to this day post about every single day?
Yeah, I try to post 1 to
Wow.
2 times a day. I mean, I didn't post yesterday though, because in like TikTok was being weird. Like people were saying my videos
Yeah, I
getting
think
0
the app,
views.
like,
So
shut down or something.
yeah, I know they like recently got purchased, so there's been like a little shakeup there. So I didn't post yesterday on purpose because I didn't want to deal with that. But I would say out of 365 days, I'm probably posting a good 300 of those. So
That's so
yeah,
impressive.
yeah, it's crazy, and people think I'm insane. Like people have literally been like, "I need to post as much as Josh." Like I'm in this photographer group chat that's like, "Josh, like
Mm.
you are literally crazy." But like, guys, I've made it a part of my routine. Like I'll wake up, I'll make
Mhm.
a video, I'll like save it to drafts, I'll randomly post it throughout the day. Before I go to bed, I'm like, wait, maybe I can make a video really fast. It literally takes 5 to 10 minutes. So
Mm.
especially once you have your groove down. I have all my saved audios on TikTok. Like I have it pretty much all ready to go.
Mm.
I get BTS from everything I do. So yeah.
I was about to say, do you have any, like, techniques for getting BTS? Because I feel like even for myself, some of my biggest downfalls is that, like, I just will go do a cool shoot and I'll be so in the
Right.
moment that I don't get the BTS. Do you,
Yeah.
like, bring a phone tripod? Do you have an assistant? Like, what's your, like, go-to?
I used to have a phone tripod and then we moved and then it was in storage and then I just like forgot about it. So most of the time, like if anyone listening to this is like I've shot with Josh and he's really annoying about this, I think I've just like realized and it's just so like intuitive that social media is like literally my whole career
Mhm.
that I will create content from everything that I do. So like what I'll do is I'll like take the photos because obviously you need the photos. Um, and then I'll be like, wait, can I get like a 5-second video of you guys really fast? And then I'll literally like pull my phone out of my pocket, pretend I'm just taking a photo of them because I try to make the video still look good themselves. Just get like a 5-second video. I'm like, pretend I'm not even here. You're just posing. Sometimes I'll
Mhm.
have someone there with me that I can just be like, hey, can you just get some BTS for me? But most of it, like 90% of the time, it's me doing it. Um,
And so a lot of the time
yeah.
it's kinda you just, like, reenacting the moment if you kinda, like, forgot or, like,
Yes.
actually probably not even forgot, just in general, like, kind of, "Hey, do that again real quick. I
Yeah.
wanna
Not
get
even
it on
like I not even
video."
forget. Like I think I just literally am so annoying about getting BTS and social media that I just intuitively pull out my phone and I'm just like, wait, can I get a video of you guys? Like
Mm.
literally, if I go into my camera roll, it's like the last videos are just a bunch of videos from my most recent shoot. So
Oh, that's
I
amazing.
just get in the habit of just like getting like a video from each of the scenes or something because you never know what's going to look
What's
good or
gonna
what
do
people are
well
going to
too.
like. And you can
Yeah.
reuse videos or do different videos so the video looks a little different, even though it's the same exact shoot that you posted 10 days ago for a video. So yeah, I'm kind of crazy when it comes to that.
No, that's so good. I think it's a good reminder too that you don't need to have this, like, perfect assistant. You don't have to do the meta
Mm-mm.
glasses. You can literally just whip out your phone and be like, "Hey, pause. Just let me get a
Hmm.
video."
Yeah.
And you can reenact what you just did if you thought the pose looked good, and you
Hmm.
don't even have to technically be taking the image.
Yeah. No, you don't have to be taking the image at all. Like, I think it's just a good habit for photographers to get into because a lot of them have asked me, like, how do you remember to take a video? I'm like, you just have
You
to
just
take
gotta
the
start.
video.
Yeah.
Just like ask your clients, just like, hey, is it okay if I get some behind the scenes during this shoot? I always send them the videos after the shoot too, because sometimes it
Mm.
can take me a second to get photos done. So I'm like, at least you have these videos I took of you
Mhm.
for now. But yeah, or if it's a free shoot or whatever, I just kind of know that it will be used for social media. So
I also
yeah,
think when you get in the habit of posting them online, people expect for you to get BTS and post them online. Like, I feel like even my clients, it's,
that has been
I
a
think
downfall of
sometimes an
mine. Yeah.
expectation that they want to be online. So if I don't, I had one
Yes.
client one time be like, "Do you want me to get BTS for you?" Because I was so in the zone. It was a real paid
Right.
engagement shoot. Like, I was so in the zone that
Hmm.
I just wasn't really thinking about it. And it was a really cool shoot. And I did not really take any BTS. They had permission to shoot at this retro diner that's been used in like different movies and stuff.
Hmm.
And I had
Hmm.
like no BTS. And towards the end, she was like, "Do you want me to get a video of you?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I guess you could, but it would have been better if I had a video of them."
Right.
But definitely, like, even clients kind of probably expect or are, I mean, on your side, at least they're okay with it. But yeah, do you ever
Mhm.
face where maybe it's a shoot you just like don't totally love, and so maybe you won't make a reel, and they're
All the
like,
time.
"Hey, why
All the
why
time.
you're posting reels all the time? You didn't post
Yeah.
mine."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've actually been experiencing this like a lot recently. I don't
Mm,
really know why. As like in the last few months, it's definitely been a thing where I mean, I think every photographer listening to this will agree that like you don't post everything that you
no.
create. Like there's this one location that I shoot at a lot here in Portland, and it's definitely very highly requested that I feel like I'm there once a week for stuff.
Mm,
Um, but when I post from there, I try to make it like the more like dreamy, ethereal things that like I create rather than just like sitting at this picnic table. Like,
mhm.
like I try to make sure that when I post this location, because it's so overdone for me, that it is truly something like insane. And recently I've been getting a bunch of like clients reaching out being like, hey, like, are you posting my photos soon? Even though
Mm,
like it's not that their photos are bad. Like I genuinely love every photo that I send my couples and send my clients. Like I do put so much time and effort into it. But sometimes it's like I can't post the same location 30 times in a row.
yeah.
And when I do post it, I want it to be like this crazy thing that I just did rather than just like regular couple photos. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think a way that I've like combated that is I post a lot of like the shoots I do on my story. Like I'll be like today with blah 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 blah, today with blah
Yeah.
blah blah. But I've also been like kind of annoyed at myself for that because like I literally post every shoot that I do. So this year I've kind of toned it down a bit because I've already done a ton of shoots this year, but I've only posted the ones on my story that like are literally like super insane, like that I'm coming up with just because I don't want to feel obligated to post literally every single person that I do. Um, so yeah, I think clients do expect that like shooting with me, they'll be on my Instagram or social media, and it's not that their photos are bad or anything. It's just like the style that I want is more, or what I want to book for, I guess, in general, is just more of like that crazy You know what I mean? Like,
No,
just
exactly.
not like regular couple photos, just, more like what's going on in here.
Yes. No, I've actually only ever had that happen once, and it was crazy because they were like, "Hey, you shot at this location, you shared this person, but you didn't share us." And
Yes.
I'm like, "Well, my life is so busy. It's not even that I did that intentionally. Like, I'm so sad
Mhm.
that you feel that way." But then
Mhm.
the funny part was I realized I had actually posted a whole reel of them. And I don't think either of us realized it. And I was like,
What?
"Hold up. A reel is a lot harder than a grid post.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I literally posted a reel of this session." So I was like,
Yeah.
"Man, what a bummer." But it did suck that they felt that way. Also sucks that
Yeah.
technically they never had a reason to feel that way because I literally had shared a whole reel of their
Right.
session,
Right.
which is just like the irony. But yeah, sometimes we do work and it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means
Mm-mm.
maybe it doesn't fit in the grid right now. Maybe aesthetically we just it's not that anything was bad about it, but maybe we
Yeah.
don't. I always tell people when you're posting online, you always want to post for what future you wants to do. So it doesn't even
Right.
mean that the shoot was bad or
Mm-mm.
that they weren't cool enough to make it on the feed. It's just like, does future you want to do that same shoot again? If you
Right.
don't want to, then
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't post it because at the end of the day, posting online is advertising. Like it is
It is
marketing
advertising.
and
Yes.
it's not only a portfolio. Like, yeah, maybe put it on your website, but
Mhm.
well, maybe not if you don't want to do it. All of it's
Yeah.
advertising, you know? And I think a lot of clients do realize like it's a business and it's okay,
Mhm.
but it is a bummer. I do know some people who are like, yeah, every client goes on my feed for that reason. They don't want anyone to
Right.
feel bad. But I think, at least for myself, yeah, it is a business and I have to make sure that the things that I'm sharing align with where I want the future business to go. And it
Mhm.
doesn't mean that anything was bad or I did a bad job or they weren't good enough. It just means, hey, maybe for some reason I don't want to shoot in that garden again in that
Mhm.
specific style. Doesn't mean that I didn't
Mhm.
enjoy it, you know?
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, literally, I think you just said it perfectly. Like, yeah, I'm kind of going to, like, a style crisis, I feel like, right now. Like,
Mm,
everyone wants the dreamy look, which I definitely love. Um, I feel like I use a lens filter for all of it, but I've mostly only been using the lens filter for paying shoots right now because that's what they
mm,
want. They, like, say it in their inquiry. They're like, "I want the dreamy look," like,
mhm,
however you do that. And so but for all of the stuff that I've been doing for my own projects, I've been shooting without it. So I haven't been posting a lot of my client work recently because I'm trying to change my style and get out of that signature Joshua Mannila everything is dreamy style.
mm,
Um, yeah, I feel like I've been very, like, stuck with that, I think. Everyone think like, they just think of my work and I think it's dreamy and soft, which I love, and some projects do call for the lens filter and call for the dreamy style. But recently, my creativity has not been there, and it hasn't been thinking of, like, dreamy like, stuff. Like, if you go on my Pinterest or whatever and look up my 50 most recent saved pins, it's nothing dreamy. Like, it's more,
mm.
like, contrasty and, like, more harsh shadows and just very different than stuff that I've shot before. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. I've had clients recently reach out that are like, "Hey, like, I'll post mine after you post ours." And I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
well, you can
oh.
like, feel free to post yours whenever. Like, you can post yours right now because, like, I don't wanna, like, tell them, like, I wanna do a different style because like, they paid me for that style, but I don't wanna feel obligated to have to post everything, so
I think
it
most
gets
photographers
tricky.
listening have gone through exactly what you're saying.
It gets
And
tricky, yeah.
even with colors, like I've changed my editing style,
Yeah.
honestly a decent amount. And
Mhm.
sometimes I got to edit a wedding, how they booked it because they want
Right.
me to shoot it how they booked it. But weddings book
Exactly.
year and a half in advance. And as creatives,
Yeah.
at least for me, I am a dynamic person. I am always changing. My
Yeah.
hair is changing, my life's changing, everything's
Mhm.
always changing. And with that, my art is normally changing too. So maybe the colors I like might be different in a year and a half. Weddings are hard for
Yes.
that specific reason.
Yeah.
So sometimes I might have to edit. I went through that when I went from, man, it was really popular, maybe like 4 to 6 years ago, maybe 3 to 5 years ago, to have kind of that mm, vintage look with like teal blue kind of in the highlights. For
Mhm.
anyone listening, I'm like, if you've been in the wedding era around that period, you probably know what I'm referencing.
Yeah.
And well, there was also the era of like everything was brown. I experienced both of those eras.
Yes.
I experienced the moody brown era, and then I pivoted to like the blue teal highlight whatever that was. And I feel like everyone's wedding dresses were like aqua blue. Super,
Mhm.
super funny
Mhm.
era because no one knew how to fix the specific presets that people were buying. But
Mhm.
I went through that too. And then I was like, you know what? Then I went kind of moody. And then I went kind of LA, I guess. And now I'm probably going back to moody. But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, that teal blue shift, there was a lot of clients that wanted that, but I was kind of over it because that
Mhm.
happens. We're artists, you know? And so I'd
Mhm.
have to edit their gallery like that. But then I would normally just kind of how most people create their black and whites, say they're doing like a virtual copy inside of Lightroom and doing like a
Yeah.
black and white and a color version of the same photo. I would do that with my new style so that I could
Yeah.
post the new style
Yeah.
and still deliver the old style.
Mhm.
And so anything I felt like I wanted to post, I would just do in that newer style I was trying to pursue. But
Mhm.
it does make it challenging, especially when people are booking you for a specific look you don't even feel like you really are anymore because you
Yeah.
can't if people are booking ahead of time in any way, shape, or form, most likely they're gonna want the you that they
Mhm.
booked, which
Yeah.
is just facts. That's just business. You have to
Right.
do it. But as a
Yeah.
creative and as an artist, that is very challenging. I think most of us probably experience that challenge.
Yeah, I know, especially when you've built up such, like, a signature style for yourself,
Hmm.
it's hard to get out of that. So
Yeah.
so, yeah, I this is the year that I just try new things or go back to old things I was inspired by.
Mm.
'Cause, like, I have a lot of inspiration, like, saved on my phone and stuff that's not very similar to what I post online. So I kinda wanna, like, shock the system a little bit,
Honestly,
you
do
know?
it. I think
Yeah.
that's one of the most cool parts of having a personal brand and having this brand that like is you is people
Mhm.
are going to be attracted to it
Mhm.
because it's you, not only because it's this one certain way. And
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, I feel like you're probably already doing it, but I'm like, yeah, just go do a lot of free shoots and like only crank out that content and kind of wrap up the
Yes.
client work and then you
Yes.
can
Yes.
just totally pivot, hopefully not that difficultly.
Right. No, totally, that totally yeah, that's the goal.
What would you say if anyone though listening to this was like, okay, yeah, but we loved the OG Joshua that maybe is popping into their mind. You said that
Yeah.
you did have a lens filter and stuff. Would you
Yeah.
be open to sharing with people what kind you liked? Was there a specific brand or one that you were really into?
Yeah, definitely Cinepax is my
Mm,
favorite. I'm actually working with them on a project over the summer, which is gonna be
cool.
super fun. And I do love the lens filter. Like, I do love lens filters, but I just need to stop using them for everything is what I'm saying. Like, I
Yes.
used it for literally everything.
No, I also did that.
So,
Except for I think
yeah.
I'm ready to kind of like do it again. Maybe you'll go through
Right?
like the waves.
I
I
know.
man, probably similar era that most people discovered me. I had a filter on my camera for literally everything. And then
Yep.
when I started trying to pivot into the higher end wedding space, I was like, ah, I think I need them to be maybe a little more sharp. It's not that they're not
Right.
sharp, but like, just a little less diffused, you know?
Yeah.
But then when I went to Italy and taught at this workshop, I was like, something is just lacking. Something's literally lacking. And man, someone let me borrow their little diffusion filter because I
Mhm.
didn't have mine. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sold. I need to do this again. Something
Right.
about the
Yeah.
feeling that it gave the image. But I will say it was like a 1/8. It was super minimal, but I feel like just added that slight less perfect digital
Mhm.
feel. It wasn't like one half, or I don't know if Cinepax has strengths. What was your go-to back in the day?
Yeah, so Cinepax, I don't think they have I mean, they don't have, like, the number strengths, but
Yeah.
they just have, like, words for it. So they have, like, a soft diffusion pack, which is one of them is, like, half soft and one of them is full soft. And I
Mm,
used to use the full soft for everything,
yeah.
um, on my old setup especially too, but then I got a brand new camera last year with a brand new lens, and so now my lens, like, the lens filter was too small for it, and Cinepax didn't make a filter that fit the lens anymore, so I switched to Prism Lens Effects.
Mm,
But recently, I just got off the phone with Cinepax, like, 2 weeks ago, and they just created lens filters that fit my lens now, but they don't even
mm.
sell yet, so they sent me a few to
Test
have.
out.
And so now I'm back on the Cinepax train and I love them,
Okay.
and I'm yet to use them for a shoot, just because a lot of the shoots I've been planning this month so far haven't really been calling for a lens filter, but I'm sure they will soon, especially as it gets sunnier here in the PNW. We love a good
Mhm.
front direct light golden hour dreamy filter vibe. But yeah, I definitely love Cinepacks for sure. They're really fun.
It's the irony is that inside of summer school, I literally posted today that like little tip for everyone, like if you want images that are kind of moody, I used to always use a lens filter and I think I'm going to
Mhm.
start doing it again. And I attached like an Instagram post and maybe I can, DM me if you want to know which post specifically I'm referencing.
Yeah.
But honestly, basically any of my work a year and a half ago all was shot with a filter. But specifically, if anyone's curious, I use the 28 to 70 for my R5. And so the
Yeah.
lens thread is 95 millimeter, which
Yeah,
is
that's what I use.
huge. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not that many brands have filters for that
Mm-mm.
large of a lens thread. And if they do, they're freaking
They
expensive,
are
which is
expensive.
unfortunate. But the one that I tried in Europe that I really liked, if you're like, hey, I kind of want moody, but I don't want too moody, it was called like NISI was the brand. And it was like
Yeah.
a 1/8 strength, but it's only sold in a 2 pack and it's like
Uh-huh.
$250. So I haven't bought it yet, but I kind of want it. And I'm just like, man, 250 bucks
Yeah.
is wild.
I know, for a piece of glass.
Yes.
We
Like,
say
let
that
me
when we
just
buy
rub
a
some
$3,000
chapstick on
lens.
there.
Right? No, literally.
Was
Yeah,
there
I
anything
think,
like that you used to do? Like weird things that weren't lens filters?
um, I don't think so. I mean, I think I've definitely tried the chapstick thing, but nothing, like, crazy. Like, I think I've tried what every other photographer has tried too. One
Mm.
time, I did a shoot where I didn't have a reflector, so I literally got some tinfoil and reflected with tinfoil. Um, so, I mean, sometimes you just have to get creative with stuff. This was, like, high school me before I had all the
Mm.
equipment and stuff. Um, I mean, I bought the prisms, like the Brandon Wolfel prisms and stuff.
Are you talking about the ones that were like brass knuckles?
No, like literal, how do I explain? Like, it was like a glass, like, triangle thing, like,
Oh,
all the way
yes,
down,
yes.
and you would, like, hold it, and it would, like, reflect. Um, but yeah, I feel like I didn't get that DIY with it.
No, I mean, I have well, I still I would well, I haven't done it in quite a while, but I used to with a lot of my work. I would keep like cellophane in my fanny pack and I went through like a little
Mhm,
cellophane era, but
mhm.
I just don't think that correlates too well on like a 28 to 70. The lens is just a little too big and zoom lenses just don't hit the same as prime when it comes to
Right.
interesting effects like that. But I
Yeah, I
remember the
agree.
like brass knuckle phase when everyone had they were like prisms, I guess. And
Mhm.
dude, I got stopped in the airport once because it does look terrifying. It looks like
Yeah,
something that you would use to, like, murder someone.
yeah,
And they were like, "What are you doing with this?" And I was like, "Please let me take them. Like, I'm shooting a wedding, I promise. Like, it's
yeah,
not dangerous." But they're kinda terrifying looking. If you know what I'm talking
yeah.
about, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
can
Just
see it
look
in
up,
my
like,
head, yeah.
brass knuckle looking camera prism. I'm sure they'll pop up on Amazon. Oh, man. Man, do you have any tips for people that might wanna be posting online that you feel like really helped you? I feel like your habits, I feel like you just being like, "Yeah, in the morning, I, like, make a post." Those are the
Mhm,
people that I see most successful is when it's, like, a
mhm.
part of their daily routines. But outside
Yeah.
of something like that, do you have anything that you would wanna tell people that could help them also start maybe being more consistent or just creating more online?
I think it just starts with getting the content. So you have to,
Mm.
like, remember to just get those videos during a shoot. My best friend actually just got back from a trip to Tokyo, and I
Mm.
asked her she was like, I said, "My first Tokyo shoot," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, send me BTS." She's like, "I didn't get any." And so, like, that just kinda made, like, my blood run cold because I'm like, if I was there, I would have had 50 videos from that shoot. So, she said that she just got, like, nervous and forgot, which I totally get. Um, but I think it's, like, moments like that, especially if it's, like, a shoot in Tokyo, like,
Mm.
you would wanna advertise that for, like, the end until the end of time. Um, so, yeah, you just have to remember to, like, literally get 5 videos. Like, that should be, like, everyone's goal. Like, if you are doing a
Mm.
shoot and it's literally looking so insane, your goal should just be to get 5 videos of them posing or whatever. Even reaction videos I think are really good. Like, sometimes I'll, like, if I have someone at the shoot with me, I'll be like, "Wait, can you get a video reaction of them? Because I just took, like, the best photos I've ever seen in my life."
Mm.
And then it'll just be a video of me showing the clients the photos, and then their reactions are, like, super crazy. And people love those online too
Oh, yeah, people
because it's like
love that stuff.
people love that and they can like envision themselves doing that. But yeah, I think you just have to start just adding those videos into your routine during a shoot and then yeah,
Is there any
fig-
are you how are you editing down your stuff? Are you doing it just in, like, CapCut, InShot, TikTok?
literally I'm so basic. I just do it in TikTok. I
Okay.
edit the video in TikTok, post it on TikTok, and then I'll save the video, post it on Instagram, put the audio on Instagram. I'll retype the words that I put on TikTok because I feel like it puts keywords in the video. I don't know if that's real or if it's a
Mm,
myth, but I'm gonna pretend it's real. Um,
might as
and
well
then
I mean, anything that can potentially help, might as
right,
well.
anything that potentially helps. So yeah, I'll retype the words and then I'll post it on Instagram and then sometimes I'll post on YouTube Shorts and on Snapchat.
Do you do any, like, trial reels too? Do you do that at
I
all?
do trial reels, not like how other people do it though, because sometimes I get flagged by Instagram. They're like, "This looks very similar to something else you posted." Like, have you ever gotten that
Mm.
notification
N I
before?
haven't gotten that yet. I mean, I
It's
don't
like
post them all the time, though. I've only tried,
right.
like, a couple times, and I'm like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
not a bad
I've only
idea."
tried a
It's kinda
couple
like a
times
free
too.
ad.
Right, yeah. Because I think the whole point of trial reels is they want you to post stuff you don't normally post to see if it hits.
Mm,
But, like, for me, I don't wanna do that, so I just try to repost what I have and see if it works. Sometimes it'll go crazy viral, like, I've gotten millions of views before on trial reels, but sometimes I'll post it and Instagram will like see that I've already posted that same video just to Reels,
mm.
and they're like, "This video's not gonna perform well because you've already posted it." Like, it's a similar notification like that.
Oh, wow, I'm surprised that it's that advanced.
Yeah, I know, it's annoying. But yeah, sometimes I'll post trial Reels, but most of the time it's just directly to Instagram.
Hmm, man. Do you
Mhm.
also are you pretty present on stories and stuff like that? Like, are you always trying to be on your stories daily as well as posting daily?
Um, not on my stories daily because I think like, I've definitely noticed my story views drop when I post every day on my stories.
Mhm.
I don't make it a goal of mine to post on my story every day. I just kinda post, like, when I feel like posting on my story, I guess, like, there's really
Mhm.
no, like, method to it. Um, but yeah, sometimes if I post, like, 3 days in a row on my story won't get a ton of views. But if I
Mm.
go, like, 3 days without posting on my story and then post again,
It'll
I'll
get
get,
way more.
like, 7,000 views on it. So, like, I sometimes strategically try to do that, like, when it comes, like, launching a retreat or something, or, like, I have a post that I want to do really well, I'll purposely not post anything for a few days, um, just because I want to get the most views possible.
Yes, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's business at the end of the day.
It is,
Man,
yeah.
on that note, on it being a business, has there been anything you feel like you would have changed about how fast you blew up, about how that ended up impacting things? Or the other question I thought of was, do you have a preference, TikTok or Instagram, on which one you think brings you more business?
My gosh. I ooh,
Because I'm curious. I'm like, I don't post on TikTok that often, but I
yeah.
mean, I probably should. Like, which one do you feel like you see more of a return on?
I think I get more on Instagram, more increase from Instagram because I have a thing on my form that you fill out that says, like, basically, "How'd you find me?"
Where'd you find me at?
Um, I think most of it is Instagram. It's very 50-50, honestly, like,
That's great though.
yeah, it's pretty good. I have a lot more followers on Instagram than I do on TikTok, and I feel like it's pretty vice versa most of the time.
Hmm.
So I guess I'm an oddball when it comes to that, but, yeah, I feel like it's pretty 50-50. But yeah, when it comes to, like, how fast I kinda grew, I, like, don't even know, like, I wish I could, like I don't know, like, it's so crazy because the only photography experience I've ever had has been this one,
Hmm.
so it's hard to, like, view it from a different perspective. I think well, I do kind of have some wisdom on it, though, because my little brother just actually started a photography account recently,
Mm.
and he's only 15, but, like, he has this really creative vision, but I can tell he definitely kinda wants to blow up because he's started a YouTube channel for it, and he, like,
Mm.
already has his website even though he's only done 5 photo shoots and, like, all this stuff, and he's, like, trying to post reels every day, so it's like, I think the goal should never be followers, and I think I was very driven by that when I was, like, younger because I saw, like
Mm.
and I just wanted to, like, work with, like, influencers and stuff when I was younger, like, I'd see Bryant and stuff do, like, the whole influencer, like, stuff, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. So I was like, oh, for that, like I just want to have followers. But now I'm like, that's literally so freaking lame. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I get like icked out by like followers or like influencers. I don't know. Because with followers, I think photographers, they want followers. Like, it is good to have followers. But what I've noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed this about your stuff, but like sometimes I think followers can scare people away sometimes because,
Absolutely.
yeah, it definitely scares people away. And people are like, I think that the beginner photographer will be like, oh my gosh, he has all these followers. He's probably getting all these inquiries, which
Mhm.
like I am getting a ton of inquiries, but not as much as you would think. And it's
Mhm.
very similar to that as just like a regular local Portland photographer that just started. Not, you know what I mean? Like, I think people are afraid to reach out because they think I won't see their message. They think I'm too
Too
big to work with them, too
expensive.
expensive,
Yeah.
whatever. They just have this preconceived notion about it. But I'm like, guys, like literally, if I'm posting that I'm booking,
I'm
I will
booking.
see your inquiry. Like, if I'm telling you, hey, who wants, if I post on model call or something for like Portland this week, I will see you slide up and say it. Like, I see all of it.
Mhm.
So I think people are just scared to reach out sometimes. So yeah, having followers doesn't, it does change your life because I've had so many amazing opportunities and so many amazing things that I've done. But it also like, you know, it's a very weird thing.
No, I agree. Literally, I feel like there's so many photographers, especially in the wedding space, where they have such a large following, but don't really have a ton of inquiries. And that was kind of crazy as I grew to see that and see all these
Hmm.
people I looked up to who I assumed were doing so well that
Hmm.
literally couldn't really get a ton of work. And someone told it to me once that, well, there, like you said, there's this thing that happens in people's minds. People either assume, oh, they'd be too busy, or oh, they wouldn't want to shoot
Hmm.
my wedding, or
Right.
they'll cost too much. All these just associations that maybe aren't even true, purely
Hmm.
based off of having a following. At the same time, you do get a lot of inquiries from social media. So it's
Hmm.
like, you win some, you lose some. But I totally agree that, especially in the wedding space, I've seen a lot of friends go through that a lot. And even with myself, it wasn't that I wasn't getting inquiries. I was getting plenty of inquiries, but it was more so I wanted to pivot some. And I didn't
Hmm.
feel like I could pivot in the sense that I wanted to only online. And
Yeah.
so I like pushed pretty hard into like in-person networking, because in the wedding space, like the people do really help, like whether it be venues or planners or whoever.
Hmm.
But definitely it's like a constant grind if you don't go in a different marketing route to constantly be posting online, because like you said, you probably need to just be present on like reminding people you're booking and telling them
Yes.
that you want to shoot, because if not, you probably could just be this awesome Instagram photographer but no one even thinks to like book them for a shoot.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, I think like when people see that I like shoot with influencers or something, they can't like see themselves
Mm,
doing that. So I do think posting like, not regular people, but like, you know what I mean? Like people that aren't influencers. Uh that has also helped me get, like, I think people assume like, oh, if you post this influencer, you're gonna be booked for years.
mm,
No, I got maybe a follower from that and like a DM from a weirdo. Um, like, and when you post the regular people, then people can like envision themselves doing that, and it doesn't seem like this crazy like he only works with celebrities, so I'm not a celebrity. So like,
mhm.
yeah, I know followers are a weird thing because they can be scary, but they can also be beneficial.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. And I wonder if you face this as well. Even with my own work, I've had clients say, "Oh, I want to do an engagement session like this one." But how
Hmm.
could we ever be like that? And I'm like, guys, that was also just a normal couple. Like, you're good. We got this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of couples, like, I've definitely gotten that. Like, I want to do something similar to this, but then they like, I'll do like a big, like, ball gown or something, and then they don't wear like a ball gown. So it's like,
True.
if you want to be like that, you have to be like that. So
You have to be down.
you have to be down to do all of it.
Man,
Yeah.
well, if you had any final thoughts or tips that you wanted to leave people on that you wish maybe someone had told you when you were getting started. I mean, I know you got started in like
Hmm.
fourth grade. So, I mean, I don't know if you want to think about fourth grade, Joshua.
Yeah.
Um, but if you had anything, maybe like when you were really getting going that you wish someone had told you, what do you wish you could tell someone listening?
um. Oh my gosh. See, I always think about stuff like this. It's just like I feel like my photography journey is so different than a lot of people's just
Mm.
because like I feel like a lot of photographers start in their 20s or something versus I literally started when I was 10. So
Yeah.
it's kind of been the only thing I've ever known, but like I think like you don't have to like rush it
Mm.
because I look back at 17-year-old me in LA doing my thing and I thought I had to do it right there and then and I had to blow up at 17. And I look back now at 21, almost 22, and I'm like, slow down, Josh. Like, calm down. Like, you're doing, like, I look
There's
at a
plenty of
17 year
time.
old now and I'm like, you have so much time ahead of you. Or like,
Mm.
even my little brother who's 15 that I know wants to blow up and be big. I'm like, you literally have so much time. Like, you don't have to do it today. You have like
Mm.
so many years. So, people want fast growth. It's not always the best thing ever because it just like shocks your Instagram account. And then sometimes your engagement can be bad. And whatever. You want to have that slow, steady growth and constantly be building slow, 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 slow.
Mm.
And then also just like try new styles. Don't put yourself in a box because that's definitely what I'm working on this year. I put myself in a box and I'm like, I feel like I'm afraid sometimes to like post stuff that's different because I don't know how people like receive it. But
Mm.
I also like don't care at the same time. And I'm just
Yeah.
going to post it because artists shouldn't ever be put in a box and should be able to create whatever they want to create, whether that's paid work or unpaid work. Yeah. I don't know,
No,
just
for
be
sure.
creative and have fun.
You have to just not care. You know what, Josh? Just post
Literally, you just
something
don't have to care.
crazy. Don't
It ultimately
don't
comes down
can't
to that. You
care.
just don't have to care. Creating content, posting on your story, posting on Instagram. You just don't have like if you don't care,
Who
then you're
cares?
golden. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to realize that because definitely a lot of my styles sometimes contradict each other. It's like maybe I want to
Mhm.
go shoot some weird fashion shoot, and that is
Mhm.
not the couple's vibe I give off, or that's
Right.
not the wedding
Yeah.
vibe I give off. And I'm like, you know what? If it gets 200 likes, who cares? At the
Yeah.
end of the day, like it really isn't that big of a deal. And as long as you are consistent in being able to produce what you're putting out there,
Yeah. Or if it
then who
feels good to
cares?
you, if
Yeah,
you
if it feels
feel
good to you
truly
and you
proud
like
of what
it.
you've created and gets 4 likes, like whatever, like,
Mm-hmm. No, for
like
sure.
whatever.
Well, I'm freaking excited to see this new journey and this new style that you're like getting into. I think
Thank
it's gonna
you.
be
I know.
so fun.
I
If
can see it in
everyone
my head. I'm excited to like do more of it this year. So yeah.
no, I'm stoked. It'll be so fun to follow along with. If ever there are people
Thank
wanting to
you.
follow along with it too, and they don't already follow you, do you want to go ahead and tell everyone in case they're audio only, like where to find you, whether it
Uh-huh.
be TikTok, Instagram, your website, whatever you want to tell
Mhm.
people, now is your time. I would love for you to tell them anything. Or if you have anything coming up that you want to tell people about, if you have
Yeah.
any retreats or anything,
I'll start with what's coming up and then I'll plug my socials.
let's go.
But I do have a retreat coming up that I've been planning for a while, and it's gonna actually be in LA this
Mm.
June, and it's all based on like Hollywood. So we have like a golden age Hollywood shoot. We're like recreating Elvis and Priscilla's wedding. We're renting this like bright red 80s Ferrari going down to the beach. So
So
we have a lot
fun.
of stuff planned for that. So yeah, that's I'm super excited for that. We fully sold out, which is crazy. It went way faster than I thought it was going to
Oh,
go.
so you can't even come,
Um,
guys. You can't.
I mean, if someone drops out, there is a
If
wait
someone
list.
drops out, follow him.
Yeah, there is a wait list, but yeah, it sold out super fast. But I'm stoked for that. Yeah, if you guys want to follow me on social media, my username is Joshua Mannila. It's Mannila. People always spell it like vanilla with an M, but it's like the city with an extra N.
Hmm.
So
Ew.
Joshua Mannila on all socials, so TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and if you want to add me on Snapchat for some reason, you can find me
Oh.
there too.
Do you actually post business things on Snapchat?
No, not on my story, but I
Okay.
post on Snapchat Spotlight and I've gotten so many followers from it that now I'm just like, wait, I want to see how many I can get.
Snapchat followers or from Snapchat they went over to Instagram?
Literally both sometimes. Like on
Wow.
actual Snapchat, I have almost 20,000 followers, which is crazy. Like literally what the
Yeah.
heck? But I've gotten inquiries that are like, I found you on Snapchat Spotlight. So
Do
I'm
you feel
like,
like
okay,
Snapchat's like having a resurgence?
I don't know. I think I just started doing it because I heard people got paid really well on Snapchat.
Um,
And
maybe I'm too old for Snapchat. I'm not even that old, you
that
guys,
no,
but
literally that's why I'm like, why am I posting on Snapchat? But like,
I feel like I've heard of
yeah.
multiple people doing it recently though, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
is this like a new thing? Like
I
again,
guess
obviously.
if I start getting paid for it, I'll let you know and we'll be the first to hop
And
on
we'll have
that.
another podcast episode
I know we will. We literally
on
will.
Snapchat. How
On
to monetize
Snapchat.
your Snapchat. There's
Yes.
so many things
That's the
now
goal.
these days with like
You know.
I know people who have seen success on like LinkedIn and I'm like, wait, since when is LinkedIn cool?
Yeah.
Obviously there's like Substack now. I'm like,
Yes.
there's so many
TikTok
random
shop.
ways. Yeah, I need to post on TikTok more probably.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, this has been such a fun
This has been
conversation.
so fun.
Thank you so much for coming on. For some of
Yes,
the
of
edits, if you
course.
guys happen to hear a little glitch, we had our Wi Fi go out a little bit. But if
Mhm.
you loved this episode and you loved hearing from Joshua, go find him, go share this with a friend, send it to whoever you think should listen to it, and definitely follow along if you're not already following on the podcast or leave us a rating or review. That would mean the absolute world. And I will catch all of you next week. Bye.